Here we go again. Another winter storm takes aim at the Bluegrass State. We're tracking the very latest on what you can expect just ahead.
Power outages in Madison County are a big enough problem. The county's emergency manager is monitoring them.
Plus, we'll tell you how Lexington streets and roads crews are staying positive and staying motivated to get in front of this next winter storm.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good Friday afternoon to you and welcome to WKYT News at 4. It is just what we don't need, but it looks like another winter storm is headed our way, and this one could bring just a little bit of everything. Lexington broke another record today, the low 18 below. And this is a live look at downtown Lexington on this first alert severe weather day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking it all on the first alert defender. Chris, this has got a lot with it.
Yeah, it really does. And you know what, Amber, you mentioned those record lows this morning. We were 32 below in Madison County, one of the all-time coldest numbers ever recorded. But I can't give the cold its proper due because we've got to look ahead. Can't look in the rearview mirror, and what is ahead of us is a developing winter storm that is across parts of Arkansas and Texas. Look at the moisture now streaming out ahead of this, coming from the southwest. That moisture is coming up and over the low-level cold air that is in place. So we've got snow, freezing rain, and sleet all the way into Tennessee, into parts of northern Alabama and northern parts of Georgia as of right now. Cold air firmly in control of the weather across Kentucky, and it's going to be hard to budge with that system that is coming at us from the southwest. There isn't a whole lot of quote-unquote warmer air associated with that. Now, Live First Alert Defender suggesting nothing is going to be taking place over the next few hours. You are good to go for Friday evening plans. It is late this evening into the wee hours of the morning we'll begin to see that winter storm impacting our region. It's a winter storm warning for all of central and eastern Kentucky and parts of the surrounding states as well. That'll go from tonight through your Saturday. Even an ice storm warning into parts of central Tennessee around the Nashville area where they may pick up better than a quarter to a half inch of ice. What are we talking about here across Kentucky? We're going to be walking a fine line between the areas that have a lot of snow versus areas that have more of a mix versus areas that just have some plain old ice. Let's start across the south and lift to the north. A quarter of an inch of ice is a possibility, maybe a little more than that. That would coat some trees and some power lines into parts of southern Kentucky. Got a little buffer zone here of 1 to 4 inches of snow, sleet, and some ice. Now, that could go either way. Area in the darker blue from the Lexington Metro, Interstate 64, and points to the north. That's an area I expect to see more in the way of snow. That could be to the tune of 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10 inches of snow. Now, obviously, depending on the precipitation type with this, those amounts could vary from place to place. But, Amber, I've got one computer model coming in this afternoon that continues a trend of beefing up those snow totals into parts of the Bluegrass region and northern Kentucky. I'll show you that when I come back in just a few minutes.
All right, it is going to be an interesting weekend. Chris, thank you. Road crews are bracing for another round of this winter weather. In Lexington, the Streets and Roads Department has had crews working around the clock since Monday, salting and plowing. Despite working 12-hour shifts, officials say workers are staying positive.
They really enjoy what they do, and they feel like that they are very well needed by our community, and that the stuff that they're doing really helps our community, and be it a business or whatever, and we're out there to serve, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, the city received a shipment of salt yesterday. Because of the extremely cold temperatures, they've been mixing in a fine gravel to help drivers with traction. The Arctic blast is also leading to power problems. Thousands of people woke up this morning without electricity. Richmond was one of the hardest hit areas. WKYT's Victor Puente has an update from Madison County.
Certain parts of Richmond have seen the power come on and off throughout the day. The county's Emergency Operations Center is keeping an eye on those outages in case they need to help out. The biggest power outages were centered along North and South Keeneland Drive. The power went out this morning for thousands of people just as they were waking up. The Super Safe Food Stores was one of many businesses having to turn customers away because they didn't have electricity. The manager there tells me the power went out around 8. It came back around 11:30. That falls in line with what a Kentucky Utilities spokesperson told me yesterday. He said most outages they see in the winter happen in the morning when everyone starts turning on their lights and turning up their heat. He said it's sometimes too much for the system to handle. The emergency manager here tells me more than 2,000 homes and businesses in the county lost power, but most places have had it restored. One mother who lives off of North Keeneland told me she was worried about her daughter, not just because of the cold.
She requires oxygen at night, and she was still asleep when the power went out, so I didn't have a way to power her oxygen machine, so it was frightening for her because, you know, she needs that. So.
The emergency manager here tells me they're keeping an eye out on any extended power outages that could cause the temperature in people's homes to drop to a dangerous level. He says they've discussed having warming centers or opening shelters, but they haven't planned any yet. In Madison County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And get this, Richmond saw the coldest recorded temperature this morning with a reading of 32 below. East Kentucky Power hit a record for power usage this morning. They had 3,500 megawatts of use about 8 a.m. The previous record of 3,400 was set on January 29th of last year. Company officials tell us their power grid is in pretty good shape, but they did have a few overload outages in Elizabethtown last night. If you need salt or a shovel, you might have a hard time finding it. With another round of winter weather on the way, you can expect stores to be packed again this weekend, but many of them are still trying to restock their shelves from this last storm. Chevy Chase Hardware received a new shipment this morning, but many of the items have already been sold. The owner says they've been busy since the winter storm hit.
Hundreds of phone calls the last few days. There was a group of cars waiting for us to open at 8 o'clock to come in and get shovels. We'll probably be out of everything again by tomorrow sometime.
Today's shipment included 4,800 pounds of ice melt, 200 shovels, heat tape, heaters, and even some sleds if you need them. Many shelters around Lexington are over capacity because of this extremely cold weather, and they're also in need of volunteers. Food and clothing donations are coming in, but many of the groups say the demand is greater than the supply. Volunteers say they need warm clothes in all sizes, and food is also needed. This week is the first time ever that the Community Inn has had to keep their doors open around the clock. Well, the weather could be a factor in getting to and from the next Kentucky Wildcats game. The Cats are back in town tomorrow, and it looks like it will be a messy game day here in Lexington. The Cats will try and make it 27 in a row Saturday night in Rupp Arena against Auburn. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off on ESPN. And remember, you can take us with you to Rupp. Stay up to date with the very latest weather information with the WKYT app, and we're always online at WKYT.com. Millions of Americans all across the country woke up to some dangerous blast of cold today. In many places, temperatures have not been above freezing all week. New York City hit a record low of 2 degrees this morning.
It really is cold. First time in New York, and I'll come back in the summer.
Well, the winter weather has been blamed for 11 deaths in Tennessee, several of them from hypothermia. This week of brutal winter weather has led to some amazing images out there. We've been sharing eyewitness pictures of this storm all week, but there are two that really stand out to us. Take a look. This picture was taken Tuesday in Greenville, North Carolina. It shows the grill of a Jeep that was imprinted in ice attached to the curb. And from our sister station WYMT, they shared this picture. It shows a Whitesburg firefighter's gear frozen to the point that those pants are standing on their own. Boy, that says it all right there. You can share your eyewitness pictures on Facebook or Twitter. Just use the hashtag WKYTRulesWinter.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Stocks ended the day higher. The Dow closed up 154 points to 18,140. The Nasdaq gained 31 and the S&P 12. Money issues can be a big reason why couples argue, and it seems many spouses are making spending decisions without telling their partner. Jill Wagner looks at a new survey on financial infidelity.
Really glad.
Scott and Bethany Palmer are financial advisors known as the Money Couple and teach couples how to manage their money. But early on in their 17-year marriage, both admit they were guilty of spending behind their spouse's back. Scott splurged on electronics.
I've definitely had my moments of financial infidelity, and sometimes it leads to an argument.
Bethany would go overboard shopping online.
Scott will be like, honey, I thought you were just going to be ordering a blouse, and then all of a sudden there's 4 boxes on the front doorsteps.
A new report from creditcards.com found a large number of Americans keep financial secrets from their loved ones. Roughly 1 in 5 Americans in a relationship admit they've spent $500 or more without their partner's knowledge. And about 6% of Americans have hidden a credit card or bank account.
The survey found men are more likely than women to spend money without telling their partner.
Scott and Bethany have seen couples get divorced over financial infidelity, so they've developed a system to make sure they're always on the same page.
If one of us is going to spend more than $200, we just take a quick picture of it with our phone and we just text the other person and just basically say, hey, is it okay? Are you okay if I buy this?
A system that's been good for both their finances and their marriage. Jill Wagner, CBS News, New York.
To crack down on fraud, banks will start updating their apps to use new location software by Visa that tracks your smartphone within 50 miles of where you live to help determine which purchases are legit and which of them may be fraudulent. Not only have schools been closed this week, but some businesses who cater to children had to be closed as well. Many of those have opened back up and now welcoming those eager little faces. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about today, and she joins us from Malibu Jack's with more. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. What a treat it is to be right here at Malibu Jack's. Look what I found. Palm trees, pelicans, flamingos, waterfalls. I mean, look, we can all dream, can't we? At least it's warm in here and a great place to bring the kids. A lot of places have been closed this week, including Malibu Jack's. They opened a little bit yesterday, open again today until 11 o'clock tonight. Get those kiddos out of the house. Steve Hatton is with us.
How are you doing? Thanks for coming.
Hey, thank you for having us. Great place for the kids.
Thank you very much. It's kind of an oasis of fun. We got the frozen tundra of central Kentucky outside the walls, but in here it's sunny and 72.
It is. It is nice and warm. You guys had a few issues with the parking lot, but good to be back open.
Right, good to be back open. I think just about everybody was closed for a few days. We opened up yesterday. We're open today till 11 o'clock tonight. Ready to get those kids out of the house, get them in here, release some of that energy. Parents too. I think they could use it just as much as the kids for sure.
I asked you, I said, do you mind if I stay a little bit after because I'm going to run these kids
right, exactly.
ragged. You have a new ride. This is the X-Rider.
That's our new attraction, X-Rider. It's a 4D theater. The kids watch a 3D movie while the seats move around. You have bubbles, you have wind, you have snow hit them in the face. It's just like a ride you would see at Disney World, at Kings Island, like that. It's an awesome ride.
Look at those faces on the kids. They're having a ball, aren't they?
They love it.
Nice and warm in there too, right?
Yes. Everything's warm. That's the theme of the day.
Yeah, all kinds of activities here at Malibu Jack's. For somebody that hasn't been here, what all do you guys offer?
We got, of course, our biggest attractions, our indoor go-kart track. Everything's indoors. We got the 18-hole miniature golf course that has palm trees, waterfalls, just like you'd see in Myrtle Beach. We've got arcade games that everybody will like for all ages. You can win tickets, you can win prizes. A three-point shooting basketball game. If you like basketball, it's the best game in the country as far as we're concerned. It's so much fun.
And you and I are going to take to the go-karts coming up here in just a little bit, aren't we?
I'm a little nervous.
I said, are you ready for this?
I heard you're a good driver.
I don't know that I'm a good driver.
Well, I was warned about your driving.
Oh, yeah, there. That's more like it. That's more like it. Coming up at 4:50, we are taking to the go-karts with the kiddos. By the way, I've got to mention, Jennifer, did you see I'm babysitting your kids for you today? And they're way too busy. They're having so much fun because that's what happens when they travel with Aunt Deanne. Okay, so they're in good hands. I promise I'll bring them back in a little bit, but we're going to have some fun here at Malibu Jack's. They're open until 11 o'clock tonight. Back to you guys.
It's time for better living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. It is something a lot of people here in the Bluegrass probably wish they could have taken advantage of this week: on-demand delivery. It is part of a new wave of delivery services that's promising to give consumers instant gratification. As Danielle Nottingham reports, all you need is a smartphone.
Shay England does it all.
So I shop, I deliver, I bag the groceries. She's one of 4,000 personal shoppers for Instacart, a mobile app that lets users grocery shop from their smartphones. It works a lot like Uber. Punch in a zip code, select your items and delivery time. Shoppers like England deliver everything right to the door in as little as an hour.
It is a massive convenience, and we're having a baby this spring, and I imagine we'll be using it even more.
Instacart is going head-to-head with same-day delivery services from tech giants like Amazon and Google. Instacart is not affiliated with one grocery store brand, so customers can get more variety.
What is this about? I think it's the race to getting customers what they want immediately.
Instacart's sales skyrocketed from $1 million in 2012 to $100 million in 2014. Industry analysts say Uber's success has sparked the growth of on-demand mobile services. And like Uber, Instacart shoppers are independent contractors. England works part-time and says she gets paid per order or a percentage of the bill.
I set my own schedule each week, and it's very, very flexible.
The first delivery is free. After that, the delivery fee starts at $3.99. But Sage Bierman likes the time she saves in her busy schedule. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, San Francisco.